Okay, welcome back to another exciting episode. I'm your host Mahesh Karya. You're watching me on YouTube Live. Today I'm gonna take you through the Spring Boot Flutter login registration tutorial. So without wasting any time, let's deep dive into it. So you have to have these things available before proceeding: Flutter SDK, Android Studio, Xcode, Java of course, the Docker in which we are going to install MySQL, Postman for testing RESTful application, Table Plus for viewing your data. You can use MySQL Workbench as well, and Visual Studio Code of course. And we are going to use these dependencies in our Spring Boot application. You can use anything by the way in backend, it's all up to you, but for this tutorial I'm going to use Spring Boot MySQL as a backend. So if you haven't install a VS Code already, so you can grab this from here, code.visualstudio.com. The next thing, you have to have Postman available, so postman.com, you can get this from here. The next thing is Flutter SDK, you can download this, and this is essential by the way. I'm going to use this for everything, for my Java backend Java stuff and my Flutter frontend as well. You have to install few plugins, search for Java, install, and you'll enter, you will get this extension pack over here. You have to install this, and the next thing is search for Spring, and you will get this Spring extension pack over here. This one I guess, yeah, you have to install this. Next thing, we are going to use Lombok.
It's 12 o'clock.
Sorry, for inconvenience. This Lombok is essential, so you don't need to use Kata and the next thing, for Flutter, search for Flutter, and you will get these two dependencies, extensions, this one and this one, awesome snippets. This is very essential by the way. So without wasting any time, let's deep dive into it. Create new folder on your desktop, name it whatever it may be. Spring Boot will be better I guess, and hit enter. Now in here inside view, you will get this thing, search for Flutter, and you will get this thing, Flutter new project. Click here, name it whatever it may be, auths will be better. Hit enter and select your desktop Spring Boot folder, empty folder, and select this thing. It will take time to install or create your Flutter project in here. And for now I'm going to open my terminal. To make sure, you have to make sure that you have to have Docker available inside your system, so search for Docker -- version and you will get your current Docker version over here. Okay, so if you haven't got it already, so you can grab this from here, search for Docker for your system, for Mac or for Windows, and you will get this very first link over here, and click here and you will get this download link from here. Click here and you will get your Docker available inside your system. Okay, after that you have to create your container. So okay, so docker run -- name of your container, whatever it may be. New SQL is my name of container. After that you have to define environment variable like your password, your root password, then your database name, MySQL database, and database will be MyDB. Okay, and in detached mode I am going to publish this thing in 3306 port, which is default port for MySQL. And you have to define this MySQL colon your version of your MySQL image that you have to download it from Docker Hub. Have to define password over here. Okay, I have made this mistake, and this time I have to change this thing to something else, like SQL will be better for now. Yeah, this is better. So now hit enter. Now search for Docker PS, you will get this thing. So yeah, it's completely fine. So you can use Table Plus if you want to, or MySQL Workbench, tableplus.com. Table Plus is better for this, is universal, so you can use this for anything, Postgres, MySQL, MongoDB, it's all up to you. Okay, okay, this is perfectly ready. Now run this thing on your Android or your iOS simulator, it will take time, so wait for it. Okay, and the next thing, again inside view command Flutter, search for your Spring initializer this time, or this one, yeah, this one. Click here and you will get this list of versions that you wanna use. So I'm going to choose 2 3 4 for now, and now choose your Java. This is same as your start.spring.io. Don't worry about it, this is very simple. Now choose your Java or Kotlin, whatever it may be, and this is your group ID. io.mahesh is my group ID. Hit enter, you will get this your artifact ID. I wanna use API. Hit enter, and this time I'll use jar and version is 14. Now dependency type, search for web. This is Spring Web. Hit enter, you will get this right click over here. The next thing is JPA as usual. Click here, you'll two dependencies selected. After that Lombok, and you'll get this thing Lombok. Click here. The next thing is I guess MySQL. Hit enter, and you will get this 4 dependencies are selected. Now hit enter, it will generate the project. Make sure that Lombok is inside desktop. I'll choose the same project Spring Boot, and inside that generate. Okay, now add to workspace will be better. Choose this thing or open this thing in another folder, so it's all up to you how you use it. Let's try open. Yeah, this will be better to use side by side windows, so I don't want to mess with the things the same editor. Okay, this is quite perfect. Now you can use select this thing, yes and yes. Yeah, you will get this spinning icon over here. Okay, so this is my backend stuff, this is my front end stuff, this is my API. So it's installing API over here, it's fine, and this is my folder. So without wasting any time, so inside Spring main you will get your package same io.mahesh.api excluding workspace. Yeah, again. Okay, so this time I got my boilerplate, it's fine, and now I'll use this. Okay, you will get this suggestion, you have to choose this. Hit enter. Okay, it will automatically grab this thing for you. Next time data, from Lombok, hit enter. Integer ID, which will be type of ID. Hit enter, and generated value. Make sure to hit enter. Okay, it will grab these dependencies for you. The next thing is your string email and my string password. That's it, I guess. Yeah. The next thing is user repository. .java, and you will get this thing. You have to choose this interface over here, which will be extended by my JPA repository. Search for JPA repository, you will get this. Hit enter, it will automatically grab this thing, and now in here you have to choose your user. Hit enter, and integer. Hit enter. So now in here, okay, close this thing. In here you have to define user space and find by email and password. So yeah, I guess string email, string password. This is for login verification. Okay, you have to create this thing. That's it, I guess. And the next thing is I have to create a controller .java. Okay, now I have to define this is my REST controller. Hit enter. Inside here, cross origin, so I can use this thing with my Flutter. Okay, so inside REST controller you can define your auto void to my private user repository. Okay, user repository, and I have to create two post methods. Post mapping will be my public methods. Select this thing. Return type will be user for both the cases, and name will be my register, and in request body I'll pass my type of user. Okay, so you can in return you can save this thing, user repository dot save simply. We'll perform validation here, but for now it's fine that if user is already available then you don't want to save this thing. It's like the general validation, will do that later. Post mapping again, and again my public method will be type, return type will be user, and this is my login. In here I have to define my request body user. Okay, user repository dot find by email and password, and pass your user dot email and your user dot password. Okay, once you get this you have to save this in user old user equal to, and you can return this thing over here like this, your old user. That's it. So yeah, that's it, I guess. Now you can run this thing, but before that, in here in resources, application properties, spring dot source dot driver class name will be com dot MySQL dot cj dot jdpc dot driver. Yeah, spring dot data source dot username will be my root, spring dot data source dot password will be my password, spring dot data source dot url will be my jdbc colon mysql colon localhost colon 33306. Your database name will be MyDB, as I mentioned in my Docker at the time of creating Docker. After that, spring dot gpa dot hibernate dot tdl auto update. Okay, that's it. So this is perfectly fine. Now I can run this thing from here. So once you get all the dependencies or extensions from here, marketplace, then you will get this option over here and run this thing. Okay, So yeah, this is running. Now I have to work on my Flutter side. So yeah, this is my Flutter thing. Okay, and the controller, I have to define the path, means slash login, and this is slash register. Okay, now this is perfect. Now you have to restart this thing. Once again, select this thing and run this thing. Yeah, this is working. Now in here, you can remove this thing, all the things. So here, and simply import material.dart, and in here void main, run app, your material app, where debug banner will be false, and you can define your home over here, which will be login at first. So I'm going to create this login page here inside lib library login.dart. The next thing is register.dart and dashboard.dart. Hit enter. That's it, I guess. Now inside here login, you will get the same packages, material, and you just need to write this stateful widget, this one. Hit enter, you will get this thing. You just need to write login. Okay, you don't have to worry about anything else. Now this is my scaffold. Scaffold is something that provides a completely white page for the background. Inside here, child will be my simple text, normal text, which will be hello world or login for the first time. Okay, and this is my body. That's it. You can wrap this thing from here. Just wrap this thing. Okay, I have to make it center. Okay, that's it. Now inside main, you just need to click here on yellow bulb and you will get this login. You can manually do this if you want to. Okay, I have to use semicolon over here, and yeah, everything is perfectly fine. You can restart this if you want to. So I got this login here, you can see that. Now I can work on login. So the very first thing is we have to wrap everything in single child scroll view, which will be scrollable vertically, and in here child will be my form, and inside form I'm going to create my column. Column contains lots of children, sorry. And in here I'll define my text first of all. Okay, size box contains height. This is imaginary box which contains height of 100 from top. The next thing is simple text, but this time I'll use again login, and I have to install few dependencies from here. Inside dependencies you can define like Flutter SVG, or there are Google fonts is here, Google fonts, 1.1.0 I'm using for now. HTTP will be 0.12.2. That's it, I guess. Okay, for now that's it. If you want some more, we can define here. Okay, it will automatically grab the dependencies from here. You have to wait for it. Okay, for just few seconds. Now you can close this thing. Now in here, comma, style, Google Fonts. You will get this suggestion over here, Google Fonts dot Pacifico, and in here I'll define my font weight and everything. Font weight dot bold, and my font size will be my font size of 50, and my color will be my color means whatever it may be. For now it will be black. Color dot blue 233 6582 and 1 for now. Let's see how it looks like. So this is my login. I need to refresh the page. Okay, this is my login. This is not looking good, I know that, but for now I have to wrap this column inside a container, I guess. So I can define my height of container, which will be at least 700, and decoration, in decoration I'll use my box decoration, contains my color, which will be the same as this, and in here I'll use colors dot white. Okay, so yeah, this is perfect. Child is already specified. Okay, we have to define width, I guess. Width will be my media query dot of context dot size dot my width. Okay, this is text. I'm getting error in text. Okay, now it's fine, I guess. Okay, I got this thing. A very beautiful screen over here. Now I have to use my box decoration to define my shadow and border radius, all the things. Okay, I have to define a border radius, so here like this, which will be my border radius only from bottom left. Radius dot circular will be 30, I guess, and from bottom right I'll define a radius dot circular will be 12, will be better. Yep, let's see how it looks like this. You can increase this. Let's see how it looks like. Yeah, it's good. And this is 20. Yeah, it's good. You can use box shadow as well. Okay, never mind, we'll see that later. Now I need to define few things over here. Again, size box will be height will be 30 for now. The next thing is my, once again, text will be my email. and this time I'll use Google Fonts dot Roboto, where the font weight will be bold once again, and font size will be 30, I guess. Yeah, 30 will be better. And the color is most important, because this time I'm going to use the same color but with different opacity, with the opacity of 0.8, I guess. 8. But you need to align this thing, so make sure to wrap this in container or something else, so align will be better. So you can define your alignment over here. To top left will be better. Yeah, top left corner. So it will look like this. I'm not getting this here, so you can refresh this and you will get this here, I guess. So the color should be 255. It should be white. Okay, this is my email. Now I have to increase the font up to 50 or 40, I guess. Yep, it will be better, I guess. Let's try 50 without bold. And if you want to use padding, you have to wrap all the things inside here, inside this column, inside padding with 16 or 12 will be better, like this. Yeah, this is better. But now I'll use my input over here. After a line, my text form field, and in here you can use decoration. Yeah. Now in here I need to remove border, outline input border, and in here border side will be none, so I don't need to see anything, the borders. Okay, so we can use style, I guess. Text style, and in here you can define your font size will be of 30. Yeah, this is perfect. Style, font style, color will be colors dot white. Perfect. And the next thing is, after that we need to define a container. So inside container the height will be of 10 and color will be of white. Okay, now yeah, this is perfect, but 10 is, this is perfect, and I'll use the same color but with different opacity this time, which will be 4, 0.4. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. Okay, so again after container you can define size box over here with the height of again 30, and this time we'll grab this thing with a line here. Okay, yeah, but I'll use password here. Yeah, I know this is not looking great, but we'll try our best to refresh this thing. I need to make some changes over here. Email is not perfect. Size should be 60. So this is perfect, but email will be 40. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. And in here password will be 40. Perfect. Now it's looking great. So I'll get space here after my container. I need a size box. I can grab this in here, but this time I'll use a 30. So I can define a text over here. Text will be already have account, don't have account, because we are in login page. Don't have account question mark, and in here you have to define your style. So once again Google Fonts .roboto, and font size will be this center. You can align this thing if you want to in center, I guess, if you want to, or you can define your font size over here, which will be at 20, I guess. Yeah, like this, and the color will be standard white. Yeah, like this, and 60 will be better, I guess. Yeah, perfectly fine. You can click here if you want to, means if you don't have account, click here, but font weight will be always bold. So it makes sense to use bold. Yeah, this is perfectly fine. Now the one thing is missing over here is the button, how it will look like, and the form key, of course. So in here you have to define a final form key, which will be type of global key form state. Yeah, so this is form key, very essential. So inside form you need to define a key. So for validation and all we need this thing. Okay, and the next thing that you have to have this in here, I guess. Yeah, the next thing you have to define user again over here. So create a user dot start and simply define a class user. So you can define string email and your string password, and in here create a constructor, this dot email and this dot password with semicolon. So this is my class, so just need to import this thing in here with empty values for the first time when you load the page import user. So yeah, and this is ready to use, but before that I have to create a button after your column and padding and your form, I guess. Yeah, I guess in here. So we have to wrap this inside a column, the another column. So this container should be inside column. So yeah, this is perfect. So in here inside my column I can define my button. So my button will be, first of all I'll create a simple container with height of 70 and width of 70, and the child will be my flat button. On pressed I'll perform my action, and child will be simple text, contains icon of arrow which will be a forward. Yeah, this is perfect. You can remove this thing, you don't need to define this, but you can define your color should be colors.white, and your if you don't get style over here, then size, okay. Mm, 20 I guess will be better. Okay, now I need a shape. Shape will be rounded rectangle border, contains border radius will be a radius dot circular 40, 50, whatever it may be. Yeah, perfect. Now this is perfect, I guess. I just need to define my color. Okay, color of my flat button color from RGBO with opacity, which will be again same. I have to define this thing in constants, I know that, but for now this one, pink one. Yeah, Now you just need to define color over here, dot white, and with my size box of height 30 once again, so it makes sense, right? Now you can define this size 30 if you want to, which looks great, and so it should be 90/90 I guess, which will look better, and this will be 50 I guess. Yeah, this is perfectly fine, and it should be 40 at least. Yeah, now it's perfectly fine. Now we have to make few changes over here, like inside input fields here, you can use validator with your value. If value is empty, then you can return something that enter value is empty, or email is empty, or whatever it may be. What is this? This is email. Email is empty, like this. Otherwise, return null, like this, or just nothing. The next thing is controller, which will be text editing controller. Contains text will be my user.email, and on change you can perform a val, so user.email will be my val. So yeah, these three things are essential. Over here and over here as well, inside my text form field of password, change this to password and change this thing to password. Now I have to import my HTTP package from here as HTTP, and now in here I just need to use HTTP over here, like my future method, which will be a save I guess, but type of async, like this. So we can await http.post method your URL, whatever it may be, like my URL will be type of string URL, will be http://localhost:/att/login, like this. And you can define your headers here, like your content type will be application/JSON, and your body will be JSON.encode. You just need to import this thing from here, and here you need to define your user, right? So your email will be user.email, and your password will be your user.password. password. That's it. And where response, you can save this thing to, so you can print this or return this thing res.body like this. So this is contain type, I guess, because if we use context, then we have to define the char site UTF-8. I hope it will work. Now this button is something is not working properly, so let's see. If I change this validate to on pressed only, then it will work, I guess. Yeah, I got this thing perfectly fine. Okay, if I click here, then yeah, still it's working. The mistake was the form key is not working over here, because the form key, yeah, why it's not working? Okay, it's fine, we'll see that later. But for now, the verification is perfectly fine. Now I have to work on this do have account. So you can grab this all the source code as it in register, but this time I'll use, instead of login, rename this thing, change all occurrences with register as usual, like this, and this thing will be register. And in here you just need to define already have account like this. Okay, and we need to navigate this thing on click. Okay, this is my text that you should wrap in container and name it inkwell like this. So on tab you can use navigator over here, navigator dot push context material page route, again context, your name of page will be register, and by clicking here you can grab this thing, import library. So yeah, I got this. And the same thing in here, wrap this thing in container, name it inkwell. On tab you just need to use navigator dot pop context. You don't need to reroute again, so it will create the multiple layers which will not right. So don't have account, click here, you will get register. Click here, already have account, don't have account, already have account. It's perfectly fine, it's working. If I do this thing here, means if I want to register something like Mahesh Karya at gmail.com, com, which is my official email address, and Mahesh at 123, which is not my official email. If I click here, then it should return. Okay, it's working perfectly fine. Okay, in here, if body which is not equal to null, then we'll use a navigator or navigator dot pop context. Yeah, this will be better, I guess. Okay, in login page, it's returning the body. Once again, Mahesh321 at gmail.com. Mahesh321, submit. So I got this, and Mahesh321, okay, it's perfectly working. So now the one thing is remaining is the error highlighting. So validation is not working. The main problem is this one, which is very essential. Okay, now if I click this, it should return this thing. So inside email, where is my email? Yeah, in here. Yeah, error style, which will be my text style, and in here I'll define my font size and color like this. And don't worry about this, 20 will be better. And I have to increase this size, the overall size, to 750 like this, and it should be no 30 will be better. Email is empty, but this time I have to use something like, I don't want to waste any time in such a silly case. Okay, now if you want to properly validate this thing, you can perform this regular expression from here. You just need to use Flutter email validation, and you will get this Stack Overflow link over here, and you just need to grab this thing, which is this. You can use this thing like this in email. Okay, so to check this thing, you can use this thing. It's all up to you. So as of now, this is perfectly fine. You can navigate this thing. So thank you very much all of you guys for being with me, supporting me all the time. If you want some more tutorials from my side, please let me know inside comment box. Feel free to ask me anything. I'll definitely help you guys. And thank you very much all of you guys for such a great support. Today I got my first 1000 subscribers. So please hit the like button and bell icon for future updates. Thank you so much.